So yesterday I was in front of my computer when Trump's little blurb came that Dan Bongino is going to leave government and go back to his radio show or podcast, or whatever you want to call it. And I made a quick one of these things called shorts, I guess, and mentioned that we can't go back to listening to him because he admitted to lying. He admitted that whereas as working at the FBI, he has to deal in facts, which by extension means that when he was a podcaster, he did not work in facts. He worked in emotion. He worked in something other than that, which he accidentally let us see behind the curtain that he wasn't being completely truthful or truthful, maybe not even truthful at all when he was a podcaster building his media empire. And then we need to not go back and listen to him. And here we sit, maybe 18 hours later, and all of these big name people have come back, welcoming him back into the podcast sphere. And all these people are pledging their loyalty to Dan. And what a weird world we live in. Because, folks, there's a name for people who like to be lied to. And they're called mistresses. And they always think that the guy who's cheating on his wife is someday going to marry them and leave his wife and his kids for the mistress, and he's never going to do that. If Dan's got millions of people on the hook to listen to him lie and click on his sponsors, that's good work if you can get it, I guess, but you do have to be able to look at yourself in the mirror. So what Dan has got himself now is another 9 months with security clearance, and this is what his first day back on the air is going to sound like. Guys, I tried. I got back there, but I can't really give you guys any details. You have to whisper, right? And you have to really pull them in with the heartstrings. You got to do the Bill Clinton. I didn't have sex with that woman. You got to really connect with your audience, and he's going to be like, I can't tell you. I'm sworn to secrecy. I can't reveal these ongoing investigations. But gosh, if you could just see what I saw, if you could see the truth, if you knew what was preventing us from these major reforms, it would all make sense to you. You'd be so mad. And he's just going to keep talking about stuff that's just over the horizon. It's just out of reach, but it's not freaking real. And you got to be able to make a decision in your life. Do you want to listen to somebody tell you what you want to hear? Or do you want to hear the truth? Because the absence of truth, you don't take the off ramp to go get lied to. In the absence of truth, keep looking for the truth and say, I don't know, until you actually get the answer. But for God's sakes, have some self-respect. And when you know that somebody's lying to you, stop listening to them.